Hello everyone, this is the Underdog, aka the German Viking, and I saw this article from Fatherly, which I would claim is an SGW site, and so they're claiming that Brie Larson was wasted in Avengers Endgame. So let's dive into this article by Blake Harper. Avengers Endgame wasted Captain Marvel. Why didn't the Avengers make the most of their newest hero? Shouldn't it be most of their new hero or their most? Anyways, I don't want to get with this whole grammar Nazi thing. Avengers Endgame has officially come to the theaters, destroying every box office record with a ferocity and ruthlessness that will make Thanos proud. Yeah, and they just passed Avatar, not Avengers. They just passed Avatar for the highest grossing movie of all time, so congrats to the Russo brothers. And while the movie has received an overwhelmingly positive response from critics and fans alike, the massive movie has also raised a fair amount of pointed questions. Like, who was that random teen at Tony's funeral? Oh, well, this just dives into the spoilers. So, spoilers. Who makes outfits for Hulkified Bruce Banner? And most importantly, why did Endgame completely waste Captain Marvel? How did they? Okay, let's see what they actually say. After all, the newest Avenger seemed destined to establish herself as the baddest hero around, but instead, she did very little in terms of what actually happened in the movie. Yeah, because it's closing down, and there are over a dozen heroes that need to have their stories told, and especially the original Avengers have to basically close their stories. Jesus Christ, you even storytell? This is storytelling 101. Fatherly. Before we look at Marvel's surprising, just rereading because I skipped over a few sentences. After all, the newest Avenger seemed destined to establish herself as the baddest hero around, but instead she did very little in terms of what actually happened in the movie. Before we look at Marvel's surprisingly small role in Endgame, let's look at why people assumed she would have a big role in the first place. Who was you're the one claiming that she was gonna have a big role. She just comes in right before Endgame having a movie, and she's gonna have a big role. Why? Why would she have a big role in the movie? Before we look at more surprisingly small role in Endgame, let's look at why people assumed she would have a big role in the first place. The biggest reason that most of us assumed Captain Marvel would have massive presence in Endgame was her sudden and mysterious prominence in the larger MCU canon, starting with Nick Fury reaching out to her just as he was about to disintegrate at the end of Infinity War. As the architect of the Avengers, Fury has always prided himself as the man with all the answers, and so it stood to reason that if he used what could possibly have been his last moments of existence, making sure Captain Marvel returned to Earth, she must be pretty fucking essential to saving the day. I mean, she did help them catch Thanos and destroy him basically in the beginning of the movie. So this line of thinking was only magnified by Captain Marvel coming to the theaters a little over a month before Endgame, as well as the movie itself, which made a clear demonstration of the fact that the titular hero had powers that would even make Thor shake in his Asgardian boots. See, this is what I'm getting so far. You're assuming she was gonna what everyone else feared that this movie is gonna do is basically make Captain Marvel and Brie Larson have the kill shot on Thanos and just destroy everyone. Except for, luckily, they listened to the fans and did some good storytelling and closed the entire chapter of Marvel and did the fans right instead of what you want. By doing cheap storytelling to have this female empowerment garbage for no reason at all, for not an established character, which she was horrible in Captain Marvel. the cherry on top of the speculative cake was Captain Marvel's mid-credit scene, where we see Captain America, Black Widow, Bruce Banner, and War Machines in the Shield hideout, wondering about the pager. When suddenly Captain Marvel appears and asks where Fury is. With this mountain of evidence, speculation naturally abound. Some wondered if she would team up with Ant-Man to use the quantum realm to travel through time. Others said she is the see. You people, you bash for all the Snoke theories for Star Wars: The Last Jedi, that he was gonna be Darth Plagueis or something like that. But when you do the same, when you speculate about these things, you don't get called man babies. You wanted it to actually be in the movie and just call the movie bad. How is this not hypocrisy? With Ant-Man to use the quantum realm to travel through time. Others said she is the one strong enough to beat Thanos. Who are these people? But no matter what particular theory you subscribe to, there only seems to be one logical conclusion. Captain Marvel would prove to be the key to the Avengers undoing Thanos' unique form of population control. According to whom? You're just claiming stuff. Jesus Christ! Why? Who cares? Captain Marvel is a garbage character. Just look at the comics. Nobody wanted her to basically wreck Thanos. I mean, she did kind of, sort of, with the Infinity Gauntlet. But it turns out Marvel's role in Endgame was pretty cool, but mostly inconsequential. I mean, she did destroy the ship, which was... It was quite significant in the final battle. She shows up to help the Avengers find Thanos is working on his garden, allowing Thor to finish the job and behead the being responsible for wiping half the universe, which is shown to be little more than a moral victory. After that, Marvel is basically relegated to second-tier status on the Avengers, as she briefly shown in 5 years later to let everyone know she was helping other planets, taking her completely out of commission during the travel saga, aka the actual plot of the movie. And Marvel does return in time for the massive final showdown against Thanos and his forces. To be fair, she kicks a whole lot of ass during the Super War to annul Super Wars. So what is your complaint? You said her role was inconsequential, and then you say she kicks ass. What is your point, Fatherly? Aren't you supposed to be for parenting, yet you do this SGW garbage when it comes to movies? Why? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Why are you inserting your opinions into movies you don't even care about? Because that's what SJWs do. Jesus Christ. But even as she's making her case to take the title of Mightiest Avengers from Hulkified Bruce or Thor, she still doesn't have a hand in the plan to take down Thanos other than participating in the extended game of Keep Away with his beloved gauntlet. Yeah, well, she had a role to play and she played it. Jesus Christ. What did you want? That she's just a Mary Sue and just destroys everyone? This is not good storytelling. Jesus. Why did Captain Marvel play such a small role? The obvious answer seems to be due to the fact that this is the last ride for Tony Stark and Steve Rogers, so the majority of Endgame was dedicated to the original Avengers. But if that's the case, why were perennial B-listers Ant-Man so fucking important to the... Oh my god, this is storytelling! Jesus! It's 22 movies coming to an end. Oh my god, I'm facepalming about... Oh my god. This is why you don't listen to SGWs. They don't know what they're talking about. You have not seen the previous movies. You come and show up for the Endgame, which is the biggest movie of all time now, and you just plant a flag and tell, oh, you should listen to us. We are the ones that got you here, and we are the arbiters of truth. So why did you write these Jesus. They never give in to SGWs, and given Endgame's 3-hour runtime, it's not hard to feel like Marvel's overall presence in Endgame was entirely underwhelming and a massive waste of an opportunity by the MC. Why? Why? Oh my god. With Tony and Steve officially riding off into the sunset, This was the perfect time to reassure fans that they were still in capable hands with the remaining supers. I mean, it is Jesus. Oh my God! So the remaining people who are in with the Avengers, they don't know anything. I mean, Captain America went back into time, and basically retired because he knew that the Avengers were in good hands, and he had to live his life out, because otherwise he would have continued and basically not lived out his life as he wanted to. This was the perfect time to reassure that they were still in capable hands with the remaining supers, especially the brand new hero who arguably has the best powers of any of the Avengers. That's subjective. That's garbage. And shares the name with the damn franchise. Oh my God, they stole the name from Captain Marvel from Shazam. You cannot be serious. It stands to go with the damn franchise. It stands to reason that Captain Marvel's role in the MCU will only grow with the upcoming fourth phase. So what are you complaining about? She's gonna be the goddamn face of the entire MCU. Why are you complaining then? She's gonna get a second movie. Jesus. Well, what better way to understand her place in the Avengers than to actually give her something important to do? Instead, she was forced to mostly sit on the sideline while Iron Man, Captain America, and the rest of the OG gang got to have all the fun. What a waste. Oh my God, this is such garbage. This is such garbage. Where did these people crawl out on? Every time there's something established that fans of comic books and movies and good storytelling, these cockroaches of SJWs come out and tell everyone how things are supposed to be. Jesus, I'm just so angry. These are the same people go into gaming industries and something like Star Wars and just destroy all of it because they claim to be fans, like Ryan Roundhead Johnson, and destroy the entire franchise. I don't care if let's just make after this. Let's just make Captain Marvel and Brie Larson's Captain Marvel the greatest hero of all time and the most awesome powers. I don't care anymore. The MCU is through. Whatever comes after this, I don't give a crap. They can ruin it for all I care. The ending had a perfect ending for whatever I can. Now you can insert all of your gay characters, all your female empowerment bullshit. And if you're so for women empowerment, why didn't they use Monica Rambeau instead of this privileged white chick that can't smile and play Captain Marvel in any sort of charismatic way? How is she gonna replace Steve Rogers and Iron Man in the MCU? She won't. Not with the what we've seen so far. Jesus, I'm just gonna continue to rant. So I'm gonna stop here. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.